guys, welcome back to my channel, Heather Talks Tarot. So this has been a journey, right? Quite a journey with myself, not being very consistent, but I'm trying to get back to normal. Here I am. And so you know, I've noticed what I haven't done a lot of is talk tarot. And my channel name is Heather Talks Tarot, and there hasn't been a lot of tarot talking, right? So here I am. I'm here to explain basically what a twin flame is, what the whole dynamic is, what a soulmate is, a karmic, and basically to be able to tell the difference between the three of them, and to tell what kind of different bonds there are and things of that nature. It's really quite confusing. Some people don't like to use those terms, those names. They just prefer everything to be unlabeled, which, you know, that's fine. Everybody has their own preference. I'm very much a big believer in the twin flame dynamic, as I believe I've met my twin flame. So let's get started. So let's start with what is a twin flame, okay? So basically what I'm gonna use this tissue for reference, right? So this is your soul, right? And this is in the universe, in the heavens, in the wherever it is you guys, you know, want it to be, you know, believe it to be. And the universe is like, okay, this person has a lot of healing to do, a lot of shadow work. You know, they had this past life and it wasn't completely, you know, they were a pretty bad person, or a lot of things happened to them that were bad, and it got muffled up, and therefore this soul got divided in half, okay? Here we go. One soul, two halves, because you were broken. Something traumatized you in your past life. Something traumatized you in this life, okay? And so you have a lot of work to do now. You got to heal yourself and put yourself back together. And this is the divine feminine and the divine masculine, the yin and the yang, the light, the dark, okay? And so here we are, these halves of the soul. And usually what happens is, it is quite the dynamic. This will go, the divine feminine will go. If you're a female and you carry a lot of feminine energy and you're watching me, which I think it's most of you are divine feminines, this will be yours. Let's call this the divine masculine, the masculine energy, okay? This will go to somebody else, okay? Now, because this is a task, this is a job, this is something that your purpose to come here was to do this, was to find your half, put it together, okay? And the reason for this is when you heal yourself and you heal your soul and make it one again, it becomes powerful. Powerful in the sense of you can heal the world. And we all know basically right now that the world is going to craps, right? There's a lot of racial conflict. There's a lot of prejudice. There's a lot of judgment. I don't know why it came out like that, but there's a lot of judgment. There's a lot of violence. There's jealousy. There's greed. There's abuse. There's toxicity. There's so much in this world. And so it's almost your purpose to help heal it, okay? And of course, there's so many different twin flame couples and soulmates wandering around this world, okay? Right now we're talking about the twin flame dynamic. So here's you, and here's your masculine, or if you are the masculine watching me, here's you, the masculine, and here's your feminine, right? Two separate bodies, two separate people, two separate everything. Usually there's going to be an age gap because It's your job to find yourself and to go through controversy. Without controversy, there will not be any lessons learned, right? So therefore, it's going to be really hard for you guys. The universe is not making it easy. It's not easy by any means. Your other half is going to be in a different country most of the time, or a different race group, a different culture, a different class. Maybe they're rich, maybe you're poor, a different age group. Someone can be old, someone can be young. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of diversity between you two. Okay, just so you know that you're not, gonna have the same everything, but you do, and we'll get into that a little more as it goes. Okay, guys. So, here you are. Here's your masculine, vice versa. Take it, whatever, however it resonates. You were born, and ever since you could start remembering, okay, you've been traumatized. You've had a pretty harsh childhood. And this goes for almost every twin flame dynamic. You all have experienced trauma. Even if not in this life, in your past life, and your subconscious is carrying those memories, and it's giving you all these feelings and all these things that you do need to overcome. So you start to feel alone. You feel cut off from society. You feel very different. You have a longing for a home, a longing for love, and you don't quite know what it is, right? And a lot of us as little people, we romanticize. We grow up thinking, where's our Mr. Right? And we often think that at a young age. And I'm not quite sure if it's because of our trauma, but we often do start dreaming. And I know little girls have the Disney princesses and whatever. I'm not talking about drawing your wedding dress and thinking of Mr. Prince Charming. It's a deeper soul feeling, right? It's deep inside of you. It's not that shallow. So you grow up, and as you're growing, more things start to happen to you. More obstacles come in your way. You have to overcome those hurdles, overcome those obstacles, learn your lessons, right? So as you're going, you're learning, your masculine is learning and learning. And these two people, through their journeys, are slowly being attracted to each other, because that's the will of the universe. That's your destiny, right? And so in order to fully heal yourself, you have to heal your masculine, or your masculine has to heal you, vice versa. It's like you guys are a mirror of each other. Even though they might have different beliefs than you, everything is different, it's still the same. Your traumas are the same. So when you meet this person, automatically it feels like home. You may have had dreams about them prior to them coming to you, or you going to them. You may have started feeling really happy before your meeting of this person. Your life started getting more abundance, right? Like things started getting better for you, and then boom, you meet this person and everything feels great. It feels like home. It's like, whoo, and it's the love that you were longing for since you were a kid, okay? It's that person that you were longing for, and you thought nobody would ever understand you, and then you just meet this person and they understand you, right? You guys might have shared and most likely a lot of the same trauma. I didn't have friends when I was a kid, and your masculine would be like, me too. I ate dirt. I did too. My dad was an alcoholic. Mine was too. My mom was a narcissist. Mine was too. Okay. A lot of the same traumas. And therefore, this is where it gets tricky. Okay. You need to be careful that you're just not I can't quite explain it. Maybe the words will come to me a little later. But be very careful, okay? Just be careful that you're not... There's fake masculines out there who are put in front of us as well before we meet our real masculine, because it's a test and it's preparing us for our real masculine. So be very careful. It's going to feel a lot of the same thing. So let me get more into this. So you know, you guys are like, have this love of a lifetime. You just met. It's great. It's awesome. But, oh no, the feminine has jealousy issues. But the masculine does too. Crap, this isn't good. I'm jealous. No, I'm jealous. And who was that? Oh, who was that? And it's chaos, right? Lesson. You need to learn how to not be jealous, how to trust your partner. This is not good. Separation. Okay. So you guys separate. Did we learn our lesson? Yes. Come back together, because we can't stay away for that long because we love each other. Everything is great. Uh-oh. Somebody isn't talking to me as much as I want them to. And I feel sad. Oh, my masculine's working all the time. He doesn't have time for me. I feel sad. Right? Masculine's like, you know, doesn't really care. He's like, whatever, okay? And you're starting this argument, or maybe he's, you know, lonely. And he's the one like, you're working all the time. I feel sad. I want you with me 24/7. And it's, we split, okay? What's the lesson here? Codependency. We are codependent on our other half. Nobody wants to be codependent. Lesson here. We need to learn to stand as an individual on our own. Okay? We cannot rely on our other half. They cannot rely on us. Yes, there's a difference. You're always supposed to be able to rely on your partner. But I mean rely on them to solve all of our problems. Rely on them to keep us company. Rely on them to feed us love. Okay? When we do that, it's codependency. It's toxic, right? And you just separate. You just drive each other apart. Same thing with, here's another bump in the line. I have no trust issues because of my past and my past lives. You both have no trust issues. You're mirroring the fuck out of each other, okay? If your masculine does something, he cheats on you, okay? He is triggering you to fix something inside of you, okay? So he's going to trigger you to fix yourself. So you could be like, in the beginning, keep taking him back over and over again because he's giving you excuses, he's giving you reasons. And you're like, oh, this love is too good. We're too good. When it's good, it's good, it's good, right? I can't do this. So what this is going to do for you over and over and over again until you're good and ready to learn your lesson, you're going to leave. And you're going to learn to stand on your own. You're going to learn to have a crown because you're a queen. You are a divine feminine. You were put here for a purpose. You have gifts. You're magical. You might be able to be very telepathic with your partner. You dream of them. They dream of you. You know what they're thinking. They know what you're thinking. Some of you might even have characteristics as far as looks. Maybe you both have big noses. Maybe you both have small eyes. You know, there's going to be a lot of similarities, but they're going to trigger you and you're going to trigger them, right? So you're going to straighten your crown and you're going to be that queen. And while he's over here working on himself, he's going to learn if he cheats on people, they leave. It's not something nice to do. And he's going to learn also, because he cheated, he might have trust issues, right? He might have commitment issues. So being the fact that the person he loves the most, the person he is attached to, his other half, has left him, is out of the picture. He lost something. That's his consequence, right? And he's watching you grow up. He's watching you stand on your own. He's watching you gain your crown. And therefore, that's enticing him to stand up, to grow up, to put his own crown on. Now, our masculines tend to be a little slower than us feminines, okay? It's just how it goes. You know, guys mature way, way later on than females do, right? But he's learning this. And when he sees you doing that and he sees you not taking this crap, he's learning and he's growing as well. And unfortunately, us females, us feminines, we wake up a lot sooner. After being trampled on so many times, we wake up and they, you know, they're still kind of lagging. 1 minute, I gotta take a drink. So they're still lagging, right? So let's see what we have here. So we got here is this, the distorted masculine. All right. This is a masculine that is like working too much. Money is his everything. His priorities are like completely all wrong. He's busy, busy, busy. He has no time for anybody. He may be very deceptive. You know, just look at it. He creates a lot of conflict. This is him, right? And it's all on divine timing for him to really be awakened. But if he learns all of his lessons and gets his priorities right and learns to become loyal and faithful and humble and kind, then he becomes the divine masculine. He's a king. He's a warrior. He's strong. Okay? He has power. He has knowledge. His third eye is open. He's the light. Okay? Because the masculinity is the sun. Okay? He is the light. He is the light to our darkness. The yin to our yang. You know what I mean? So he needs to grow up, which is awakening, right? He's going through all of this. Okay? But in order for him to get to here, the feminine needs to stop being distorted. The divine feminine needs to come up out of this darkness. She needs to learn how to swim, right? Swim to the sun, to the light. That's her masculine, right? Once she gets up out of this ocean, this darkness, this ocean of emotion, this trauma, and she learns her lessons and she stops throwing herself a pity party, and she becomes strong and powerful, and she stands up on her own. She becomes the divine feminine. Look at her. She's a tree. She's growing. She's got her bird. She's got her fruit, right? Many branches on her. She's grounded. She's smart. She brings the light to the darkness. Just like him. She's the moon. He's the sun. He brings daylight, and she lights the way in the dark. She helps him see when he's in the dark, and he helps her see all the time. He's her happiness, and she's his happiness, right? His sunlight grows her fruit. Okay? Her moon helps him see in the dark. Helps him, his strength, continue on. But you can't be these two wonderful awakened people until you surpass your distorted phase. Okay? And a lot of us right now are still in this phase. We're swimming. We're almost to the top. We are almost there, right? When we get there, we are leading by example. He will mirror us, okay? So, we have are two souls, which are really one. It's just ripped in half, right? Once you both become awakened, then union can happen. Boom. You become one. Once that happens, your power will be great, right? Because that's what the divine purpose is. And by power, I mean like your telepathy with each other. It'll be crazy. A lot of you may have, psychic gifts. You might be empaths. You might be mediums. You're really great at manifesting. And these are all the gifts that the divine is giving you. And the more you are on track, the more you get your gifts, and your gifts become better. So like it's kind of like a hot and cold thing. It's like you're walking and the universe is like, you're hot, you're hot, you're hot. But then all of a sudden you go back to your ex. You're cold, you're cold, you're cold. And then your gifts start fading away, right? So it's definitely like that. The more of the path that you're on, the right path, the easier it will be for you. Self-love is definitely the key. Self-love, being a queen, okay? Learning, not letting small things bother you. Don't buy into toxicity. Also, be very wary of a trauma bond, which is when you're with somebody. Okay, so a lot of people think that narcissists are your false twin, that they're too toxic for you, that's your false twin, that your regular twin, your normal twin, will not put you through all of this crazy. However, in my humble opinion, yes, I do think that a real twin flame will not put you through that much. A narcissist, a true blown narcissist, I don't think that, there's trauma bonds, which is when a person keeps hurting you and you're begging for their love. It's just like they could just stab you and you're like, that's okay, I still love you, just hug me, just tell me you love me, just tell you love me. And they're hurting you and all you're still begging for is their forgiveness, for their love. That's a trauma bond. Be very, very careful. A lot of us can get caught up in that. Leave the person. Get out of there. Get out of there. Okay? You will know in your heart if this person is your twin flame. You will know by the way of dreams, telepathy, angel numbers, synchronicities. You will know. I'm not going to tell you that your person is a narcissist. They're not meant for you. They're not your twin flame. I'm not going to do that. And I personally, as a reader, as a spiritual advisor, I don't like that. When other readers say, nope, that's a narcissist, honey. That's not your twin flame. Leave. I don't like that. Nobody knows but you. Okay? And yes, your twin flame will carry on a lot of narcissistic personality disorder similarities. There will be a crap ton of similarities because we need to learn our lessons. They need to trigger us. We need to trigger them. And if they're not doing these toxic things, we're not going to learn. Correct? Now, do I think that a person who's beating the snot out of you is your twin flame? Hell no, they are not. Honey, get help. Contact some domestic violence people. Go. Save yourself, save your babies. Do I think a person that has, 100 girlfriends is your twin flame? No, I don't. But a person that is, if they cheat on you once, or whatever, it's up to you. But you will know. There, mistakes are made. That's how it works. And I have to say, A lot of twin flame dynamics do not end up together. They don't. And that's only because, you know, there's a runner and a chaser. And it's usually, you know, the female is usually, the feminine is the chaser and the masculine is the runner. So he disappears. He will ghost you like crazy, and you're going to keep chasing him, right? Now, this is the laws of attraction. If you stop chasing him, right? Just stop chasing him. Do your own thing. He'll be like, oh, wait, come back. Where are you going? Where are you going? Right? So with the laws of attraction, you have to not care. You have to do your own thing. You have to just stop chasing. And that's going to be a lesson that you're going to learn. So the more you chase your masculine, the more he's going to run away. Okay? So don't chase him. If there's separation, it'll either come back together or it won't. Okay? You have to take it however it goes. The universe, if he's not awake, if he's not waking up, if he's not ready, okay, then the universe is not going to bring him to you. If you're awake, okay, and you are doing your thing, you are taking care of yourself, you're emotionally free, you are humble, you are kind, you are free of judgment, okay, and he is still stuck in this, it's not going to happen. The universe is going to be like, yeah, we're sorry, but he's unavailable right now, okay? And because you have awoken, you're going to realize that that's okay. You don't need him, because look at you. You're beautiful, you're smart, you're knowledgeable. You can grow your own fruit on your own, feed yourself and your bird, right? You do not need that. So because your divine masculine isn't quite awake, he's still caught up in this mess. You see that? His priorities are wrong. He loves his money. He's too much in conflict, at war with himself. He's still deceitful. You know, he's still reaching for things he shouldn't be reaching for. The universe is going to say, well, it's not the time for that. However, here comes your soulmate. Boom. We're going to bless you with this soulmate because you have done so much work. You are the divine feminine. You are deserving of this soulmate. Okay? So now, with this soulmate, who are they? What do they, what kind of relationship, what kind of bond, what kind of connection do you guys have? Right? How does this differentiate from my masculine? Well, I'll tell you. You and your masculine. Okay? I'm going to rip I'm going to rip a piece off of your soul. And I'm going to call this soulmate number 1. And yes, your masculine has these as well. Here's soulmate number 1. And here are you. Yes, they're going to connect to you. They're going to bond to you. They are part of you, right? Only difference is they're not your other half. They are not here to give you lessons. They're not here to trigger you. So usually when you meet your soulmate, the relationship is very easy. It's very smooth. There's not a lot of conflict. There's no jealousy. I mean, there's jealousy everywhere, right? But there's not a lot of it. It's very easy. It's very smooth. You guys light up each other. It's a non-bumpy, smooth highway, and you're just breezing down the highway. You're doing 95. The sun is out. The wind is in your hair. It feels amazing, okay? This is what a soulmate is. And a soulmate is brought to you, and you're being blessed with this because you woke up, okay? You are this beautiful person that loves yourself. You love yourself. You take care of yourself. You're a queen and you know it, and you no longer accept BS. Nobody can cheat on you because you won't allow it. Nobody can beat on you because you won't allow it. Nobody can take advantage of you. Nobody can use you for your money. Nobody walks on the divine feminine. Nobody treats her bad, okay? However, she does not go around treating people bad and feeling like she's King Tut and she's gonna bulldoze over a city. No, she's very feminine. She's humble. She's kind. She is the mother of the house. She is an angel, okay? She loves everyone. She's non-judgmental. However, she does not take BS. She will turn into the Queen of Swords super quick and chop your head off if you are not coming at her the right way. Now, because you grew up, you learned your lessons, you are blessed with abundance. You're blessed with your soulmate. Yes, it's not your divine masculine. However, do you really want this over this? And a lot of us feminines really walk away from this because we'd rather have this. And a lot of us stay single and we wait and we keep waiting and we wait and we just stay single. And one day, this life or the next, our divine masculine will get it right and we will again be one. Now, when we are one, we come into union. We can show the world. It does not matter if you are different. It does not matter if I'm old and he's young. Yes, above 18. He has to be above 18. Okay? It does not matter if he's brown, black, blue, purple, red, yellow, all the colors of the rainbow. It does not matter. It does not matter if he is a she. It does not matter if he is a Hindu and I am a Christian. It does not matter if he's a Muslim and I am a Catholic or a Hindu. It does not matter because we love each other. We can overcome diversity. We can show the world it can be done. Oh, he lives in some faraway land and I live this way. How can we be together? If you love each other, it will be done. No obstacle can keep you two separated if that's what you want. And when you get together, you can show the world. You heal the world one by one by showing them all the diversity you have overcome to be together. That true love does exist. We don't need jealousy. We can trust each other. We can love each other without conditions. It can be done, right? And that's what it is. That's what the twin flame purpose is. But like I said, it's very hard. And a lot of times our twins don't become in union or get it right in this lifetime, in which they'll be together again next lifetime. But being this generation, there are a few different waves of twin flames. Some are moving faster than others. Some are waking up right now. And a lot of my viewers, it's you. You guys are waking up right now. And that means that you are becoming this. Okay? And your masculine, he's almost there. He's almost there, guys. And that's for most of my viewers. It's going to happen. You will become in union. You will learn your lessons and you will be the baddest power couple out there. Okay? Now, let's say you choose not to stay with your masculine or he chooses not to stay with you. You're still the baddest feminine out there Divine masculine, if you wake up early, you're still the baddest masculine out there, okay? And you will find your soulmate, guys. And this, being with your soulmate, you can still show the world how awesome you are. Be humble, be kind, don't judge other people, right? Be all of those things that makes you free, that makes anybody free. Love is free. It doesn't cost a thing, okay? And that's basically your purpose, is to show the universe about love, and it doesn't need conditions, and it doesn't need violence, and you know, money is not, you know, everything. And we all have different lessons that we need to learn. You know, my masculine, he's got quite a few lessons he still needs to learn. I had a fake one that I thought was mine forever. And then I found my real one after. But yeah, that's enough about my saga. So those are the twin flames and the soulmates. Now let's get on to the karmic. Karmics are people, let's call them side pieces. So if we are with our distorted masculine or our distorted feminine, they're cheating on us. It's most likely with someone called the karmic. Now this karmic can be mistaken for a soulmate. They can be. A lot of times people think soulmates are karmics. I don't. But they can be mistaken for them. Now, a lot of times we will date karmics in between finding our soulmate. Karmics are the side piece. Karmics are the people that we know we don't have a future with. They are the people that we are maybe time passing with. They are the people that we may be rebounding with. They are the people that are in our life because of some sort of karma. Maybe they're put there for us to learn another karmic lesson. Another lesson, right? Our karma. And it doesn't have anything to do with their masculine or feminine. It's our lesson that we need to learn on our own. So we are put with these karmics to teach us another lesson. Maybe we separated from our masculine or feminine, okay? And we're separated, and we need to learn these lessons still while we're separated. So boom, we're gonna throw in a karmic. Here's your karmic. It's usually short-lived, but sometimes people can stay with their karmics for 7, 8, 9, 10 years. A lot of people do that. And let's talk about Justin Bieber. Haley, I tend to think she's a karmic. I don't think that she's going to stick around or he's going to stay with her. She's just a lesson for him. Right? He left Selena, and like 2 months later, boom, he was married or some shit like that, right? It's crazy. That's karmic. And he was probably cheating on her with him. He was probably cheating with her. But anyways, so that's, basically that's what karmics are. And a lot of times our masculines do stay with the karmic for a long time. They tend to give them things they didn't give us. And that's mainly head games. So that means that they're not learning, right? That they're not learning anything. So we covered codependency, right? We've talked about soulmates. Now, a lot of people, we need to talk about how we pay attention to the red flags. And this is when we are growing up. This is when we are awakening, right? We're starting to catch on. We're starting to learn. So a lot of us know what the red flags are. Say you met someone and you feel their energy and it just doesn't feel right. Red flag number 1, pay attention to it. He comes into your house and maybe you go to the bathroom and when you come out, he is checking your phone. Well, that's a red flag. Maybe he doesn't talk to your kids and kind of ignores them. Well, that's a red flag. Maybe he ignores you and doesn't talk to you during the day when he's with his friends. You know, he doesn't text you only when you text him. That's a red flag. Maybe he, you know, hits it and then leaves, ghosts you for a few days. Well, that's a red flag. Okay, so pay attention to those red flags. And the more you awaken, the more you will see these red flags, and it will go from like giving a person 10 red flags, letting it pass by before you leave them. It will like, the more you grow, the less flags you will tolerate, okay? And eventually, you'll meet somebody and notice off the bat that there's a flag, and you're gonna be like, bye. And that's what the divine feminine or divine masculine does. They will notice the red flags and split as soon as they see it, because they don't have time for that. They're grown. They know if it's meant for them, it will not have any flags, correct? We don't want no red flags in our life. Now, deception. A lot of times when we get this card, it doesn't necessarily mean our masculine or our feminine are cheaters. It just means that they are not showing us their true selves. Maybe they're hiding their feelings. Maybe they're hiding their real job. Maybe they're hiding their family. Maybe they're not telling you the full truth about their childhood. It does not always mean they are bad. Okay? So use your discernment whenever you get a deception card. A lot of readers tend to gravitate towards who's cheating, okay? I don't necessarily like to tell my subscribers, my viewers that, or my clients, because no, it doesn't have to be that. You need to use your own discernment, okay? If it fits in that category that they're cheating, they're not telling you that, they're keeping secrets, then yes, that's what it means. But if you in your gut think and know he is not cheating, then it's something else. He's just not telling you his emotions. He's not telling you something. He's not introducing you to your family. He is keeping something from you, okay? What else? What else? Unrequited love. Okay, now be very careful. This is still when we are in our distorted feminine phase. We are going to stay with someone even though we know they do not love us. And we're going to keep loving them, giving them our time, giving them our affection. No, no, no. Okay? Now, do I think that this means when we get it in our readings, every time that this person just straight doesn't love you, leave, get out? No. Again, use your discernment. This can mean that they think you don't love them enough, or they think they're not good enough for you. They think that you love someone else. They think whatever. You think that they love someone else. You think that you're not good enough for them, right? You think, they think, it's just too much thinking. So use your discernment. Be very wary of that, okay? Let me see what else. Sorry, I'm making kissy faces, not towards you. I don't know what I was doing. I think I covered the twin flames, the soulmates, the karmics, the trauma bond, the codependency. And there's a lot of fancy names around. I tend to just use your gut. Use your gut. Use your use your gut. Use your intuition. Let's see. Can I find? I'm looking for I'm looking for the Knight of, the Knight of Wands, okay? So that card is very much, when you get that card, that tends to be a karmic. If it's not telling you that your masculine or your soulmate or even your karmic is not, you know, it's not telling you something about them, it's usually a karmic. A man who's very beautiful, a man who is very in and out. He will come in your life and he will leave just as quick as he came, okay? He's very arrogant. He's very proud. He's very fast. So, for some reason, I just couldn't find it. Yeah. So usually when you get that in your cards, it's like somebody's coming into your life. They're very proud. Or did I get it confused with the Knight of Swords? Maybe not. But yeah, I think if I could find it, that would be quite amazing. Yes, here we are, the Knight of Wands. This beautiful, beautiful beast. You know, he's coming in, he's leaving, he's all over the place, he's handsome, he's awesome. He usually brings you gifts, you know, lots of different things, but he's very actiony, right? Wands are very action. So they're in, they're out. They tend to be a player. They tend to be all over the place, okay? So just be very wary when you get the Knight of Wands. Like I said, in our readings, if we pull this with our masculine or our, you know, or our soulmate, it depends on what placement it's pulled in. It could mean that, you know, your masculine is successful, or no, that's a 6 of Wands. Knight of Wands, 6 of Wands, whatever. I don't know. I'm so confused. I'm tired. I'm sick. Okay. But it can mean that he's coming towards you with communication. It means he's coming into your life, maybe he's bringing you something. Okay? It doesn't necessarily mean he's a player, but doesn't mean that he's in and out. Yes. It doesn't mean that he's being very stable. Okay? Knight of Cups. Right? This is the man that comes in and he brings you emotion. He's bringing you a little bit of, you know, love. He's giving you some emotion. So it's like we're putting this in a reading and we're like, you know, what's our soulmate doing? And this comes up. Well, he's coming in. He's coming in and he's going to give you some love. He's going to give you some emotion. Be ready, okay? And the Chariot. Moving on. This is moving on. This is an action card. Moving fast, moving on, going in the right direction of success. Moving away from the negative. Leaving the war. Okay? The Magician. This person has all the tools they need to make it happen. They can be manipulative. They can make you believe anything. They can also make you love them. They can make anything happen, okay? They can be manipulative or they can be awesome. It's up to this person and it's up to the placement in the reading, the energy of the reading to decipher which role he is going to play, the good guy or the bad guy, okay? The Knight of Pentacles. He is a very handsome, stable, rich man. He is coming in and he's bringing you something. Maybe he's bringing you a gift. Maybe he's bringing you an apology. There's red roses down here. He could be bringing you an apology. Bringing you a romance. Bringing you on a date. Asking you to go for a date, okay? Now, one thing you need to be aware of is these are all knights. A knight is a step up from a page, absolutely. But is it a king? No. So that means that they're still in their distorted masculine phase. Okay? They are not the king yet. And same goes for the feminines. They are not. If you get, any of the knights, maybe if we're asking what the divine feminine is doing or what our feminine, soulmate is doing, and we get the Knight of Wands, well, she's in and out. She's still having her player mode. She's still very fast-paced, doing lots of different things, okay? Now, if she comes up as the Queen of Cups, the Empress, then she's waking up. She's becoming, the Empress is fully awake. Is a fully awake divine feminine. Emperor is a fully awake divine masculine. Queen of Cups is a very emotional woman, a very emotional queen. Same thing with the King of Cups. He's very emotional. He knows and he thinks with his emotions. Swords. That's a very communicative, strong-willed, cold-hearted, serious person that is logical. They think with their brain. They're very logical. Wands is again, very action. They are quick. They make plans. They move on those plans as soon as they make them. Very action. You really can't outwit them. They're so witty. They're so smart. They have the maneuvers, the moves to dodge and duck and to they're pretty smooth. The queen tends to be a smooth criminal, okay? She is a very hot and sexy and smooth and quick. But yeah, the pages are immature. The knights are still immature, but they're a step up from the page. Then we have our kings, and then we have our emperor. Kind of goes in that order. Small, they're growing. And that's the same thing for the feminines. Page, knight, queen, empress. Okay? So I think I covered everything. I hope I covered it all. If you have any questions, comment down below. I'll try to answer them the best I can. I love you freaking faces. I'm open to private readings. I have Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Get at me in the comments and I will do my best. We can FaceTime. We can call each other. I can make a video and send you the link and you will only have access to it on YouTube. What else? Feel free to send me donations, guys. It would be much appreciated. My Cash App, Venmo, PayPal should be all somewhere in my bio or something somewhere. Ask me for it. I'll give it to you, whatever. Okay. I love you freaking faces. Subscribe. Come back. Share, like, comment, please. I hope this helped, guys. And see you soon. Bye.